My name is Outline. I'm joined here by my friend Emerald. How are you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. You know, this doubles tournament is turning out really well. I've been watching it all morning here, and now we got a North Florida Finals. Early kill on Tachyon there, though.
NFL Finals at an NFL tournament. You'll love to see it. And already an early start here for Wonderbread and Shion as Tachyon immediately goes down to a stage spike.
Tough to see right off the bat, but, you know, I think these guys met in finals, winners finals, you know, and Tachyon and Ross took it, so looks like Shion and Wonderbread are trying to get that run back.
Yeah, and today's doubles tournament was actually looking, you know, super, super dangerous. So to see these two teams make it out of, I don't know about their seeds. I don't know if they were supposed to make it here, but there were a couple of cancellations. And even then, top 8 was looking super impressive. You had some teams who had top 8'd, you know, previous PGR doubles events.
Shion there on that left side of your screen, getting that kill on Tachyon, down to 1 stock now.
Two incredible talents, both from Gainesville. Wonderbread, Shion, off to an incredible start. Ross already down to his 2nd stock, and Tachyon already down to his last. Oh, down there, heading off to the side recently.
Shion edge guard and keeping Ross off the stage while letting Wonderbread take on Tachyon there. Nice up smash coming out from Ross, taking Shion's 1st stock of the match.
So at this point, Byleth to me is my only experience with Byleth is just looking at Twitter clips. You know what I mean? And even then, we've seen, you know, doubles Byleth be used to essentially her full extent already. Lots of great team combos, beautiful in terms of pressure and coverage.
Yes.
And we're seeing that already. Ross with already a couple great kills.
Ross and Tachyon are really utilizing the back throw of Byleth in this tournament very well into Pika Thunder. It's been their main source of kill throws today. But they're kind of bringing this one back a little bit. Just got the stock lead now.
All right, that's unfortunate because, again, Tachyon and Ross, they were at such a disadvantage, and somehow Ross was able to get quite a few super early kills, and now Wonderbread and Shion now down only to Wonderbread.
Ross doing a great job of stock tanking as well, not letting his last stock be taken easily.
All right, Tachyon was holding on to this last stock for a solid, I think, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Definitely helping out his team in that sense.
Oh.
And again,
float forward there.
That was a huge opportunity for them to get an early lead. But Tachyon and Ross coming in from winners, looking to close this out early. Again, it is a best of 5, so they do have a little bit of ground to cover still, but a great comeback to say the very least.
Definitely some great stuff there coming out from North Florida. Like you said, North Florida Final and the North Florida Regional. Love to see it.
So that's right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are watching Shell Shock. An incredible event. We don't usually see big tournaments coming out of Jacksonville, so to be out, first of all, this is my first time in Jacksonville.
It is mine as well.
Yeah, so, you know, to be back, beautiful city, lots of eSports history to say the very least in this city alone, and to have Smash be back here in such great fashion, it's great to see, and you guys are watching the first grand finals out of it so far. Yeah, what's up, guys? Great game so far. I wasn't able to really spectate most of doubles so far. What were like a couple of teams who didn't exactly make it to the grand finals, losers finals, things like that you really thought were impressive and did have potential?
I thought Vinny G and 8-Bit Man were going to make it farther than they did. They went down a little early to Saj and Scary Around. That was a really good team. They made it, I think, to top 4. Ended up getting knocked out by Poet and Josh, who then eventually lost to Wonderbread and Shion.
And you mentioned that team of Saj and Scary Around. We recently saw them get top 8 doubles at, if I'm not mistaken, Tampa Never Sleeps.
Oh, wow.
A PGR tier regional here in Florida. And again, they popped off there and they pop off here back again. They know, pretty big names, like you said, Vinny G and 8-Bit Man. Both of these players, seeded to get top 4 in our singles bracket today. And seeing them go down at 4th, right? Correct?
I think they didn't even make it top 4. I believe Scared Around and Saj got 4th, Poet and Josh 3rd.
Oh, so they got 5th. Wow. Yeah, definitely surprising, and that's just kind of the danger that you get with these tournaments. And the dash attack almost leading into the back air. from Wonderbread there, but things are still relatively even. Wonderbread losing out on his first stock a little bit early, but now things have stagnated. The rotations are starting to come in, maybe some 2v1s, and you give that Samus just a little bit of time, that Dark Samus just a little bit of time, that charge shot will come into play, and Wonderbread doing a great job of just baiting the entire time. Just delaying for his teammate.
Yeah.
And finally, we're all back to even stocks, 2-2-2-2.
Wonderbread's got to be careful here now. Getting edge guarded by Pikachu, never a place you want to be. And Tachyon and Ross are utilizing the Pikachu Violet combination so well. Tachyon's just bothering them with Pikachu speed, and Ross is just coming in for that one-hit kill. Oh, the forward smash just misses there on the edge guard. Nice back here coming in from Shion though.
And I'm loving this dynamic because, like you said, Ross is essentially kind of on the back lines, waiting for Tachyon to essentially get those sauces up to him, just so, you know, Ross can just finish him off. Purely because Violet, you know, we've seen just that incredible powerhouse type power.
Yes.
You saw right there, already knocking him up into the air. It's super low percent essentially, and if Tachyon was there, that could have been some weird upper strings right there. So lots of potential for some great combos already early on, and again, I get super scared because I'm not accustomed to how low Violet can use that up B.
And Shion's and Wonderbread are definitely having trouble edge guarding Violet. Still relatively new character, trying to figure out the timing on the grapple and all that. Oh.
So very unfortunate. Wonderbread, Shion already down to one last stock as both players go down at pretty much the exact same time. Wonderbread stealing back that stock from Shion, so now it's another 2v1 for him, another opportunity to attempt to get their team back into this one. And I don't know if it's a best of 5 actually.
I think it is a best of 5.
It is, okay, gotcha. Oh, the downer hitting twice off that, and the jab block immediately from Roz. Really good idea. Again, Wonderbread still looking for a great up tilt. Nice coverage to say the very least, but now the pressure here gets grabbed and the Pikachu comes in ready and raring to hit.
The timing from Tachyon is just superb at this moment. Oh, and there's the Ross up air. Not gonna take it quite yet.
Pretty good DI, the ledge trump. The up B was hoping to get a safe spike off of that, but couldn't get it. The Nair going off to the right. Pikachu has him in prime position, baiting him out towards the ledge, using those Thunderbolts, waiting for it. Ooh, even covering it with down air. But Wonderbread is back into neutral, but he's still stuck in a sandwich type situation. Ooh. And you know what? For the amount of time that Violet has been in this game, I can't believe that Tachyon and Roz have these setups, you know, already ready and raring to go. And you guys kind of see that in action already. A 2-0 start.
I was talking to Ross a little earlier, and he was saying that, I mean, they just practice every day, you know. They just know each other's tendencies, and I'm sure he's been running that Violet at home with that Pikachu, gearing up for this tournament. You know, the Jax boys trying to represent for Jax and all. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, these guys are already a static duo, and adding in, you know, potentially a stronger character to Ross's arsenal, that's scary. Yeah. That is super, super scary. And their first doubles tournament with this combo, they might just take it. And they have their opportunity now. Game 3, they're up 2-0. This might be it. Emerald, let's see it. Yeah, Wonderbread and Shion on their last life. Gotta make something happen here if they want to stay in this. Kalos, I like this Kalos pick, honestly. I think it'll be a little better for the Lucina Dark Samus combo, edge guarding wise, and just a little more space to get a little away from the Violet from the Pikachu.
Certainly for the Dark Samus, but you see early on Tachyon and Ross essentially sandwiching the two players, forcing them into a 2v2. And essentially what Wonderbread and Shion wants at the moment is to just take these 1v1s. But, I mean, what can you do at that point? Tachyon taking them both.
It was beautiful. Tachyon knocked both of them into Ross, and Ross had the neutral air ready right into that Thunder.
Tachyon still pressuring, and look at that, still ready for that setup. But here comes the Dark Samus off stage in its best position. Gonna take the stock. Absolutely great kit from Shion.
Yes. Ooh, charge shot coming in as he's recovering. Ooh, and the arrow's gonna find Wonderbread off stage there.
that's just another aspect of Violet's, kit that, I don't know, man. It's just so scary to me.
I never really considered her utility in terms of doubles, because you can't just let her sit in the back line and shoot arrows at you all day.
Right.
So you have to challenge her.
Right, and it's the same thing with Samus, but that's the thing that Tachyon and Ross have been doing, incredibly. Just booting on the pressure the entire time, not letting them breathe.
Well, it just seems like Tachyon's all over the stage at all times. He's constantly going back and forth between fighters.
And that's really just the role of Pikachu in general. Just the tiniest hits can stop up some charges, and because Pikachu is just so fast and has incredible aerial drift, can essentially just float in into essentially any character, kind of like a homing missile.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what's giving him this 2-stock lead in this third game. The charge shot still not going to quite take Tachyon's first stock.
But that buff dash attack.
Back to even stocks.
We aren't even. And Tachyon and Ross trying to get back into this one, and the spike. It's at a relatively low percent, so it's not exactly going to spike all the way down, but that's for the style points.
Oh yeah, definitely, maybe for some momentum too. Every time you hit a spike, you definitely get a little charge in your own juices going into this.
Right.
You get a little excited,
you get the tempo
back
rolling.
On the stage. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, the charge shot in point-blank range. And still covering Shion. Trying to bait out Ross right now. Tachyon doing a great job pressuring Shion off of that situation.
Wonderbread's just having no luck on Tachyon right now.
Uppy there waiting for the Violet to land, using their charge shot, but the aerial drift from Ross essentially gets him away, but the charge shot still hitting. Shared stock. We're down to 2-3.
Wonderbread and Shion are doing such a great job just covering all options with that charge shot. Being able to cover tech roll in, tech roll out.
Shion trying to cover, had a huge opportunity to take down Ross there.
Shield picks his own teammate.
No, you hate to see it, and it goes right through Tachyon too. That was just super, super weird.
Yeah.
If we had a replay, I would love to see that back, but for now, we're just gonna keep on rolling. It's 2-2, and now it's 1-1 in a matter of a millisecond.
Ross took out both his teammate and Wonderbread in one single hit.
So here we go. Ross, Shion. Ross can take this comeback, this stock comeback. That'll be it for the tournament.
Dash attack not quite yet.
Shion covering up B. Barely hitting. Up smash getting there, covering ledge, but it's a sour spot. Even charging up the bow. Lots of coverage. Shion just can't seem to land, but Shion, first opportunity that he has at an input at Ross, he nails it. That's a back air for the kill, and they're back in this one. It's 2-1.
Kalos definitely helping out Shion there, getting off ledge and then running off back air. Great counter pick from Shion and Wonderbread. Still have quite the hill to climb, but now it's more doable. Just keeping your life in it.
It's at least something to work with. Before it didn't seem that they were really clicking in the first two games, and finally seemed like that Kalos pick, like you said, more space to work with. A little bit more space to at least charge up that Samus for him to line up a couple of moves, and I think Shion was just a little bit more proactive in that game than other ones, because again, we were just seeing mainly Wonderbread getting most of the kills, getting most of the damage in those first two games, and even then, Shion really just trying to get in the entire time. But again, this Tachyon Ross team, super dominant, super pressure-based, so it's just tough to get around. So again, that Kalos pick definitely helping out, but let's see how this works out now as, again, same picks coming in. Didn't exactly see what stage we're going to.
FD maybe. We'll find out soon enough. Yep, FD is the pick. So no platforms as opposed to Kalos helping them off ledge. We'll see how that comes into play.
No platforms to run off to, and I don't know. This one's a little bit of a weird one. Pikachu will have a little bit of a field day.
Yes.
On this one, that's for sure.
Oh.
Wow, all right. You love to see that if you're a fan of Wonderbread and Shion, because my lord, that's as early as you can get.
Yeah. First 30 seconds already down a stock for Tachyon and Ross.
And Tachyon's already going down a little bit too. Nair almost covering, but the up B, that flash making it right on through. Dash attack keeping Tachyon off stage, and that's another one. A stage spike taking out Ross.
Shion, that's his second stock on edge guarding Ross. Just doing a great job of punishing that tether.
Oh, and look at that bait. Using the grenade there, using the mine, and then taking out Tachyon off of the air dodge with a charge shot. Again, immediate answer there, taking away Shion's stock, but at what cost? Again, Wonderbread and Shion at a pretty good lead right now. And might be taking away this last stock of Ross too. He's at 78. Currently has some good stage control, even narrowing towards his teammate. Ooh, that's so scary.
Very gutsy play coming from Shion, challenging that arrow.
There you go, Ross. Snagging himself a kill there. Shion trying to sneak his way in, and he does on the charge shot.
Shion's more content just like sitting back and shooting charge shots and oh man.
What? That was just so confusing there for a second. So many hits and Tachyon actually almost taking out his own teammate. And somehow Wonderbread was actually knocked back into the ledge, so he just got back into neutral for free. Here we go again. Charge shot up close. Byleth now down to 143. Dash attack from Dark Samus will do it. He's going to take the stock. Tachyon now down to last stock also. It's 4-2.
Man, this is looking like a completely different game from the first two. Even the last one was a little closer. Just those early edge guards from Shion coming in clutch here.
That's already the kill. Tachyon down 3 stocks to 1. Again, the potential of Byleth, we don't know it just yet. So at this point, whatever comes next in this 2v1 is going to just have to be flashy.
I wonder what stage they're going to pick after this match, because definitely the FD was not the place to go.
No, certainly not. They were doing pretty good on the triplats and whatnot, and oh my god.
Beautiful edge guard from Wonderbread to steal it there.
And it's stellar to see because both players were going for some deep edge guards the entire time. With Lucina, there's some linear play styles with different, just different players in general. And it just seems as if Wonderbread has kind of turned on that super aggressive, super ballsy, homing missile type play style, following your opponents all the way off stage, securing that kill no matter what. And against 2 characters that, potentially don't exactly have the best recoveries in this game or best recovery game in this game period, it's pretty deadly. And of course, the Dark Samus has all the missiles, has all the projectiles that you can need to try to cover. And again, pretty successful, but in what was the most dominant match so far from Wonderbread and Shion, Tachyon and Ross, they go back to the same stage.
I guess they're saying that beginning of the game wasn't really because of FD. We just got edge guarded, they had a couple good reads on us, but we still feel like this stage is the right pick to go to.
And you're potentially right. I think it might just boil down to that, but Tachyon actually changing characters here, moving over to the Pichu.
I think this is, I don't know how many times he's done this today, but he's majority been Pikachu during this doubles tournament.
Ooh, great fall on the roll there, down smash. That's already the first stock. A lot of risk moving over to Pichu, especially in a format like doubles. Back on stage, 124.
Wonderbread tries to throw Tachyon there into Shion, but Shion just a little bit above. But
oh my god.
Still finds the kill on the Pichu.
Yeah, that F2, that up tilt barely hitting, but still does so anyway. Pichu still fishing for more damage, baiting out for the Byleth. And my lord, Ross, he was so ready to pull out a fully charged bow, but yeah, nothing coming out of it for now.
Shion and Wonderbread just did a great job there, moving the momentum in their favor. Ross went off stage, or just to the right side of the stage for just a second, trying to shoot some arrows, and they punished him heavily for it. You can see here now, as they almost find the kill a couple of times on Ross. Back there, though, going to take Tachyon. That's what you were saying earlier.
Double kill, yes sir.
With Pichu being so light of a character, definitely a volatile glass cannon, but it's not doing too many favors for them right now.
And certainly not, as this again is such a huge lead for Wonderbread and Shion. Now on the cusp of taking back this reverse 3-0. to reset the bracket potentially.
They just look so comfortable all of a sudden. Definitely a change in play style coming in from Shion Wonderbread after those first 2 games.
No, absolutely. They're a lot more aggressive. Way less reserved.
Ooh, but Ross going to find that back air on Wonderbread.
Oh no, that F smash going coast to coast.
Oh, and the
Tachyon
regrab.
going down, and the re-grab right into the F smash of Wonderbread. And that was just beautiful work for Wonderbread and Shion, doing quick work of their opponents, getting that quick reverse 3-0. I didn't think that we would be seeing this about, I don't know, maybe like 5-7 minutes ago, but we have a reset.
It was definitely that third game was just such a momentum shifter for them. You could see how it transitioned into the second game, like you were saying, with being aggressive on edge guards, being aggressive on stage, just kind of switching roles, kind of taking a page out of Tachyon and Ross's book with the homing missile role going to Wonderbread, and then Shion just finishing those kills with the charge shot and the back airs.
Right, and I think, I don't know, Ross was seeming a little bit out of it in those last 2 games. He wasn't exactly being as deadly as he was in those first, 2 games.
Yeah.
And again, I think it just comes down to just the switch in play style from the other team. They were just covering him the entire time, smothering him, making sure that he wasn't exactly having, opportunities for setups or opportunities to follow up on Tachyon's lobs. And again, it just worked out in Wonderbread and Shion's favor. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the reset, or what is known as the real finals.
True grand finals, exactly.
We're back to PS2. Quote-unquote neutral standing.
Definitely the standard first stage here in Florida. Oh, and it just hit after blow coming in from both teams right now on that edge.
Tachyon still fishing. In the back, we even had Shion waiting for the punish, but didn't happen. Again, this is the situation that you don't want. You have Ross in the back lines, ready to pretty much punish, pretty much using Tachyon as a wall, essentially. And Ross is just on the other side, just like swatting characters back to the other side of the wall, like, no, get back.
And you see Shion trying to float above the Pikachu, trying to get into Ross, but Ross doing such a great job of knocking him back into Tachyon's hits. But that back air will find Ross's first stock.
Yeah, but this is, yeah, no, that'll be it, 100%. But, it was super chaotic first stock from everyone. You see both Tachyon, Shion, up to about 100%. And immediately off the back, you see the Violet up to 56, 33.
You got to respect that side B from Violet off stage.
Right.
Covers so much range. Ooh, the down air almost finding his own teammate there. Ooh, the arrow. Gonna let Tachyon get on stage.
Tachyon just trying to stay alive, trying to make the most of it, but great follow-up for Wonderbread, seeing that his teammate, Shion, is kind of getting sauced up there.
Ooh, nice fair and the up air coming from Ross and Tachyon on Shion there. Almost finding an early kill. Ooh, down air though.
Great shield pressure, but somehow Ross makes it out.
Oh, the Thunder back air, not going to quite connect that time.
I mean, that was a cool setup to say the least, but
they've been getting those pretty well during this tournament. That was like the first one I think I've seen during this set. That's the thing in doubles, multi-hits, not maybe the best option to go for, as the opposing teammate is just ready for the end of the move to punish.
I mean, it all depends, because with this dynamic from both squads, it doesn't, oh no, you hate to see it. The charge blow shot taking down both. One Tachyon super deep, just trying to follow up. And again, this is the weird thing with those quote-unquote multi-hits. It's super tough to do those in 2v2, 2v1, 2v2 situations, because you just don't have the time. When you're in those 1v1s, it essentially just turns into a singles game where you could just potentially combo. But when you have a teammate to follow up, when you have a teammate to negate that combo and potentially punish you into a kill for it, it's tough.
And Tachyon just running wild right now, hitting everything that's moved.
Oh, all right. Shion, quite the mountain to climb here, but good start. full charge shot. The Byleth already down to 45.
Quick 45 at that, too.
Very, very quick. Tachyon down in terms of percent, too. 111. Shion taking the space, bobbing and weaving his way through this sandwich.
Yeah, you see him. He's trying to get that Pikachu. He's trying to take that stock to just get it to a 1v1, but Ross doing a great job of protecting his teammate. And that fair will take it for Tachyon and Ross, game 1 of True Finals. I like the Pikachu switchback. Definitely the Pikachu over the Pichu.
Oh yeah. No, I just agree that that's a better choice, either in singles or doubles. So Tachyon back to winning ways, as it's a 1-0.
I think there in that game, Wonderbread and Shion were trying to do their method of staying aggressive on Ross, trying to get that early kill on Ross that they were doing. But Ross doing such a good job of playing defensively and giving Tachyon enough time to punish Shion and Wonderbread for being overly aggressive.
Yeah, no, Tachyon's movement in that last one was essentially the X factor. Just the hit and runs essentially. Whenever whenever an opponent would come at him, he would essentially just try to get a single multi-hit or just a single swat just to get him off of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's looking to be the one setting the tempo, not the reverse.
Right. Bringing it back to Kalos, the stage that changed the momentum for Wonderbread and Shion in the first set. We'll see if it does the same thing here.
Quick string for Wonderbread, but it also catches his teammate.
Wonderbread is not afraid to go swinging. He's just looking to command space and saying, this space is ours.
Doesn't matter if he's catching his teammate either, because that's been happening a couple of times.
Yeah, misses the punish on Tachyon there, though.
Ooh.
Forwarder almost finding Shion.
Shion and Ross both down in terms of percent, but that Byleth, that back air. If I'm not mistaken, a Thunderbolt ended up stopping it. Or stopping the momentum of it.
Ooh,
and a back throw right on the platform, and the fair almost hitting. But the very end of the air dodge ends up coinciding with the end of the input, so he's still alive.
Ross does a great job getting back to stage now. Trying to stay alive, trying to help Tachyon out. The arrow will find Shion from across the stage.
Good timing on it. So there goes Shion dropping the first stock. And here we go. It's this Mexican standoff where both players, or all four players, they don't exactly know what to do.
Yeah.
They just kind of stand there, just charging their stuff, see what happens, see who will react first.
Oh, and again with the multi-hit up air of Byleth staying out there, Wonderbread had enough time to get that back air and take Ross for the stock.
And the fact that down smash right there, kinda nuts, but also take a little bit of damage. Tachyon somehow still at 59%. Like I said before, his movement is something else at the moment.
Oh no.
He's all over the place, and oh no, Wonderbread going down. He's down to his second stock, and Shion at the same time down to his last.
2-stock lead here for Tachyon and Ross.
Oh, great coverage from Tachyon. And he's back. Still looking to 1v1 Wonderbread here, but Wonderbread makes it through, trying to pressure the Byleth. Little bit of a rotation between both. Now it's a 2v1 on Tachyon. Tachyon makes it away. The side B hitting a little bit.
Almost jumping into that charge shot.
No. Oh, that was so close.
Byleth shield looking a little low.
The side B not going to kill. Definitely going to be close. Tachyon super close to dying there. Wonderbread simply did not have another input to give, though. Had to up B back. Oh, Shion.
Wonderbread's edge pressure just so great with Shion with the charge shot right behind, ready to punish. Is such a scary setup.
Ooh, Wonderbread attempting to cover Tachyon, and it finally happens. Tachyon, 3 minutes in, finally losing out that first stock.
The stocks are even, but the percents say differently.
Whoa!
And I don't know what happened there. I saw a jab block into a down smash.
So it was a jab block into a dash attack into an F smash. So great team play, quote unquote, from Tachyon and Ross. And let's not ignore Shion though. Shion at 127.
Staying alive.
Huge tech off of the spike too. He's still alive somehow, but his time, it's limited at the moment. Again, still just trying to stay alive, still just trying to extend his damage as much as possible before he inevitably has to drop.
And Ross just keeping Wonderbread off stage.
Oh,
Will
no,
that be
the
it?
pressure. Shion back. Shion has to make it back, but oh no. It's at the risk of his teammate. Wonderbread goes down, and he had the pressure stock. Now Shion faces the full brunt of the attack. Yeah, no, that was a weird one. Shion approached not exactly when he needed to, or at least the approach wasn't exactly the best.
Yeah.
When he tried to go off stage, he immediately dipped down to try to catch maybe a spike, but his opponent simply just had more than enough time to just jump over him and just safely get back into neutral. So,
struggle with being a spacey. I think what this set has come down to is the impact of Shion versus Ross. When Shion is getting those charge shots, he's getting those punishes off of Wonderbread's edge guarding, it's going their favor in their overly aggressive playstyle. But when Ross is able to stay alive just a little bit longer, maybe get some hits in with the nair, the up airs, with the arrows off from across the stage, it's just allowing Tachyon to put in all that work.
Right, and it's more or less the same dynamic with both teams at the moment. I think we're really just seeing like just who has the better moveset, the better power in terms of these two, because you just described it. We have more or less the same dynamic. You have, you know, Ross, Shion, backlines, looking for setups, looking for follow-ups, and then you have, you know, the small boys on the front lines. You have Wonderbread and you have Tachyon just kind of swinging for the hills, you know, trying to stop the charges, trying to stop the setups, and even, you know, extending off stage literally the entire time. Every time that both players had opportunities to go off stage, they were the first one to jump off the ledge.
They're ready for it. They're trying to catch their opponent sleeping. You know, but both teams playing very well right now defensively, keeping it close.
Absolutely. There's a reason why these two teams are in Grand right now. So
Wonderbread and Shion trying to decide what color is going to win them this game. All right, game 3 of True Finals. We'll see if we can maybe see another reverse 3-0 back to Kalos. Who knows?
And this is how it started too. Back to Kalos.
Exchanging blows.
Again, the game 3 was more of a statement win. No SDs, no early gimps. It was just straight up great kills from Wonderbread and Shion. Let's see if we can see more or less the same performance here.
That late thunder going to hit both opposing opponents.
And they're getting a little bit sauced up right now, but oh, that charge shot just following the air dodge there. Ooh, the shield breaker. Super close from catching Tachyon. Gonna be a back throw.
Oh man, Shion's utilization of charge shot is just amazing.
Has been super on point this game so far.
Hey, did you see the arrow that Tachyon was crouching under, trying to bait out their opponents, but unfortunately not going to work out for them as Shion finds Ross's first stock.
And I love it purely because like just the player model in general, it's just like so goofy. It's just like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me.
He's ducking underneath, head down.
So another situation here where Wonderbread and Shion is trying to keep things even. Speaking of keeping things even, they keep everything even at 2 stocks apiece. Taking away Tachyon's stock.
And it's just exchanging blow after blow around. Both teams are not taking a breath. Just swinging for the fences.
Oh, and the charge shot stopping after the throw. And now you have Ross 100% now. Oh, and the charge shot going to hit, not going to kill. They're going to look for the ledge guard, but Tachyon, great coverage. Shion was lining himself up for it.
Tachyon coming to Ross's rescue there, but Wonderbread said, no, I still want Ross off stage, and I want that stock.
Oh no, here comes Tachyon though. Ooh. Great situation, and that's unfortunate. Wonderbread up being early. Try to mix up his...
Maybe try and get a trade, I'm not sure.
Yeah, potentially, but that was just it. Tachyon didn't even need to pressure him, that was just it.
Oh, so, and Shion needs to get over there and help Wonderbread. He's kind of getting tossed up right now.
Even percents, even stocks. Great coverage. Wonderbread going huge.
Wow.
Taking away Tachyon's stock there. And now Wonderbread, Shion somehow need to make their way back into neutral. And they do. Quick grab from Wonderbread. Shion
not ready for
holding on. Charge shot, getting even more damage onto Ross. Shield poking also.
You can feel the momentum shifting. Great tech from Wonderbread. Oh,
the back air. He's still alive. He's not going to be able to up B, is he?
Oh,
Drift doesn't make it. Stock share, though.
Back to even, one apiece.
Shion has to stay alive. It would help his teammate lots if he at least just stays in the back line, just tries to stay stayed.
Pikachu at 145, Shion at 148.
Oh, the up throw, that does it!
There's the buffs. Probably would have killed anyway, but...
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Anytime I see it now, I'm just like, it's buffed, it's buffed.
It's buffed, it's definitely going to kill, and that is it. The Byleth can't make it back. That's just going to be the kill. Wonderbread, Shion, like we said before, like the situation in set 1. Statement win in game 3.
Same stage, same game, same kind of game plan too. Just going in saying, screw our game plan. We're just going in and hitting you, and we're going to win.
And no wild SDs or anything of the sort. It's just straight up good mechanical gameplay the entire time. The dynamic was good. The trades were even better that entire time. It just seemed like they were more proactive than the first 2 games. And I'm already excited to see this once again, as I think we're just going to jump right into game 4.
Going into our 9th game of this grand finals right now. Definitely getting a treat here at Shell Shock Doubles Grand Finals. Oh, looks like Wonderbread's going to the Roy.
I mean, he was trying to hit some side Bs earlier, that's for sure.
Okay, so we got the Roy and Samus now. Going from Wonderbread and Shion.
All right, so early kills on deck. We get you know, very, very cool moves such as the Jair in play.
I think after they saw the Smashville pick, he changed from Lucina to Roy.
Definitely.
I think that's gonna help more.
Yeah, it definitely could have been that too.
Ooh, Ross almost. Yeah, every time that tether, I'm like, is he gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm still very disturbed too. I just need to watch this character a little bit more just so I can trust it. For now.
And everyone's so close to each other right now.
Wait, this is a completely new team comp from Wonderbread and Shion.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the Shion new pick.
Complete mix-up.
Early kill already. Great
there's the Roy coming in handy now.
Oh, all right.
If he had turned that around.
Good innovation from Ross, to say the least, but does connect. It was a good attempt.
Ooh.
Oh no! All right, that sucked. Wonderbread Shion with a little bit of an easier time now, because it seemed like, you know, Ross kind of swinging for the hills, almost literally, going for some early kills, but none of them connecting.
And Ross and Tachyon just not having the kind of success they were finding earlier in the set right now. Just kind of getting tossed around. Jab
into back air. Oh, the F smash, not killing. Or I'm sorry, the F tilt, not killing. Super close. And an up B from Wonderbread. You're an absolute madman for that. He drifts right back in. He doesn't even care if Tachyon might even approach. Ooh, the trade off of the fair.
Finds himself back to stage. Shion gonna lose his first stock though on the other side.
Back throw.
What a nice arrow coming in from Ross, finding Wonderbread's first stock.
Wow.
But the percent differential is very apparent right now.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Shion fishing in the middle. Ross shuts it down. Again, it's that sandwich type situation, but I didn't even see.
Maybe like an air dodge or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was messy.
It was just straight up SD there from Ross. Kind of unfortunate because, again, we're back into this one.
Throwing out the down smash this time. Ross just kind of cycling through Byleth's big hitters right now.
I mean, you kind of have to. At this sort of situation, you might as well just swing for the hills.
Need something to get back into this. It's a momentum changer.
Back throw.
Tachyon with a nice grab. But Ross accidentally back-airing his own teammate there.
Oh, no! Is that going to be it? Trying to make it back? Using the mines to get back in the LB! Slipping into the downer! That's insane!
What a play from Shion there.
Shion
reversing the edge guard so well. What a double kill from Ross!
Oh my god!
Up B tether into the down air.
So you have Shion throwing down the Uno reverse card. And then you have Ross coming out of nowhere.
Saying, draw 4, please.
Draw 4, baby.
Still quite the hill to climb, though, as they found themselves in an early deficit. But Ross trying to give it his all.
Oh, no. 4 stocks to 1. Now down to 2 stocks to 1. Shion in the back lines.
You hear the crowd screaming behind us.
Oh, God.
As they can feel that 5th game on the cusp.
Oh, yeah.
Forward smash coming from
Oh, this is tough. But the tether will help him get by a lot easier. Side B, that'll do it.
Wow. Oh, great game 4 play. That was just clip after clip there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Another game 5 in Grands.
And they're having fun up there. You see Shion and Wonderbread smiling.
I mean, those two, they're smiling. You know what I mean? They're usually 2 goofy guys. But can we get the camera on the other team right now? Ross, Tachyon, immediately after that game, they're just like, they're super serious.
Yes.
Oh, we lost that game. We win the next one.
They threw the Roy Samus at us. We were ready for the Dark Samus Lucina, but not ready for the mix-up of mix-ups.
The mix-up of mix-ups as, again, it works out.
Man, and now heading into Game 10. Grand Finals doubles. That's shell shock. I mean, what more could you ask for?
That's awesome. And we mentioned this at the beginning. You know, North Florida doesn't exactly have too many regionals. At the moment, we're really just garnering up, you know, Gatorland. We had the FSU Invitational recently.
Settle the Score was in the last fall.
Settle the Score also. Well. Shout out to Cyrus, by the way, who organized most of those tournaments.
Putting in some serious work as of late.
But now we're back to Jacksonville, a city that we just simply haven't had too many big events in the past maybe 2 years in Super Smash Brothers. And now we're finally back. Thank you so much to eSports Jax for holding this tournament again, for hosting this great community back in their great city. And Shell Shock is back and ready for our Game 10 here to start it off.
Man. And the Jacksonville community was so excited for this. You know, I was talking to all the guys came down to GSE yesterday. You know, they were super excited for Shell Shock all week.
They went up to GSE?
I know some of them came down. I mean, Skinny Man moved to Gainesville now, and he's got all the Jax boys, you know, hyped up, strong army and whatnot. So heading into Game 10 now, do or die.
A Northern Florida regional with Northern Florida representatives. Can't get any better than this. Tachyon, Ross, Wonderbread, Shion. It's the reset. It's Game 10, and it's back to FD. And Wonderbread and Shion perfect on the stage.
FD is where they won Game 4 and 5 of the first set as well.
Yeah, I know. And again, we saw the momentum setter in that first set. And oh my God, here we go again, and it's a huge trade.
Wonderbread's going to trade stocks there with Ross as he goes a little too far for that edge guard.
Narrowing in, Violet just going for those huge winding moves, trying to get the hard read too.
Just kind of some 1v1s going on the left and right side of the screen. Shion trying to stay outside of that range.
Oh my God, Shion trying to make it back somehow, using mines up, being back, and somehow he trips in. I'm not used to that whatsoever. It's like a magnet.
Yeah.
Somehow he makes it back.
Is. Yeah, Shion's bomb control really allowing him to get back in the stage. Ooh, boy, Wonderbread got a back air.
They were at the save percent for the longest time there, but a great team combo. Ooh, Wonderbread almost dying off of that too. Oh, the up B.
Ross not ready for the tech there.
Wait, I didn't even realize that. Ross is at the last stock.
And this is what we saw in the first set. Whenever Ross just kind of was losing stocks early, Wonderbread and Shion had control of the momentum in the game. And while it looks a little even now, stocks and percentages, I'm sure it'll change soon.
Tachyon ready for this setup, has to control 2 players there, and can't do it. Tachyon certainly had to prioritize Wonderbread there, but went for Shion instead, and he got punished. Charge shot coming in. Gonna miss, gonna actually get shielded.
Oh no, Shion's gonna...
No! It really do be your own.
He was expecting something else there and misspaced it. Oh,
that's it. Okay.
Had to share stock. Run
both
over to
Tachyon and Ross. Relatively low percents here to try to make this comeback, and it's super possible too. Shion up in terms of percent, and that doesn't even matter. The downer coming in. I can't get over this.
Tachyon's doing a great job of answering the blows from Wonderbread and Shion.
Game 5, last stocks on everyone.
He almost gimps Wonderbread.
No. Wonderbread, back air, he's gonna die!
Ross set that up with a beautiful back air, sending Wonderbread off stage right into Pikachu's own back air.
Shion has to be the hero now, he's in the sandwich.
Ooh, I was expecting an up B out of shield there. Oh,
he's swinging for the hills.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, trying to find something to connect.
And these team setups, again, Tachyon and Ross, they were showcasing them early on in our first set, and they haven't exactly gotten, opportunities to kind of show them off. Oh, and there you go. That's how you finish it off. You finish it off in style. You finish it off in dominant fashion. Tachyon, Ross making it through, preventing the second straight reverse 3-0. And it's all love and respect between all 4 competitors here, as Ross and Tachyon, they take doubles here at Shell Shock.
Wow, man. The mental fortitude of staying in it when you're just on the cusp of being reverse 3-0'd. I mean, they were down 3 to 4 stocks after Ross lost all 3 of his stocks so early. But I mean, Tachyon just doing that great job of offstage gameplay. And man, congrats to those guys. Definitely well earned.
Yeah, and we mentioned earlier the dynamic of the